Hello, 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 hello. It's Nicholas with DIVO-Ted Talks, Devoted Talks, whatever you want to call it. I'm your host, Nicholas, and I'm super excited because I have a new angle. Those of you who are listening to audio only won't be able to see it, but it's super exciting because I just realized I could stack some blocks, and all of a sudden, I'm not looking down into the camera, but rather level. How exciting is that? Super exciting for me. That'll be helpful for you too. Anyway, I wanted to chat today about something that came up last night when I was teaching class, and I found it very apropos, prudent, helpful, and interesting. And that was basically conceptualizing refilling your cup. We talk about things that fill our cup. We talk about things that drain our cup. We often talk about, you know, self-care and doing things for yourself. But does self-care really fill your cup? Does getting a massage actually charge you up? Is it that relaxing, or does it just feel good because it's writing different tenses or challenges that you had? Anyway, before I get too far off topic, what I came up with is, how do we turn ourselves into an alternator, like in a car, which takes the kinetic energy of the vehicle moving and then uses that to feedback and charge the battery so that it doesn't drain it completely as it utilizes what electrical things it does for ignition or for, radio or AC or anything like that. And as I was talking, it just became so clear that the alternator is our beliefs about a certain topic. And it's that topic that belief that really impacts our ability to use experience as an alternator to recharge our battery as we're doing things. Even if we're expending energy, we're still charging back up as we do it. And that was a belief in your worthiness. Do you believe that you're worthy to do things that you want to do? Do you believe that you're worthy to enjoy your work? Do you believe that you're worthy to make an impact in the world? Do you believe that you're worthy enough to exist? And it's that worthiness, that belief in your worthiness, that changes your relationship with whatever it is you're doing, so that instead of just expending energy, you're actually charging that cup. You're refilling your battery, charging the cup, refilling the cup and charging your battery. I guess it works. It could work both ways. And so what is going to dictate that belief in worthiness? And I think it comes down to unconditionality, right? Unconditional love, unconditional expectations, right? So even if there are expectations, whatever the outcome, there is no condition as to whether you'll still be loved, still be worthy, still be, available to keep going afterwards. I'm not exactly sure how to phrase that right. That would be a moment when I was writing a blog or something that I would sit and edit and come up with the right turn of phrase. But once you hit play, you can't do that. And I don't do more than one take. I do a one-shot record, and that's it. So, hello. You're going to get what you get. But do you hear what I'm saying? It's the unconditional love of a mother that impacts our belief around worthiness. It's the unconditional love of parents in general, or family in general, that impact our belief in our worthiness. And it's that belief in worthiness that the things that we're doing, we are worth enjoying. We are worth the act. We are worth doing no matter what it is, right? Do we labor hard because we think we have to, or because we want to? Do we need to pay the bills? And if I'm just doing it to pay the bills, what am I finding myself worthy of? I'm finding myself to be only worthy of expending my energy or serving somebody or exchanging it for money, rather than an unconditional acknowledgement that I'm here as I am, doing what I can do to help the cause, right? And yeah, there's going to be agreements, right? We live in a society that requires that of us, but what the act makes you feel is going to deeply impact the outcome or the effects of it on you and your battery or your cup or your energy, period. And I found such a profoundness in it as I was saying that, and it felt like it was just something I was remembering as I was teaching the class, and I thought that it would be a great thing to share here. So, what does that mean in yoga? It means in yoga that we are acknowledging that our thoughts, feelings, actions, experiences are going to impact our belief system, and that in coming to know our belief system through relieving ourselves of all the fluctuations of the mind that hold us apart from that or that prevent us from clearly participating in that or perceiving that or experiencing that, we can then choose what it is our experience is, choose then what our relationship is going to be with that topic of worthiness, including unconditionality. Right? So unconditionally, I'm going to do this thing, but if I lose, I'm not going to be upset about it. I may be inspired to do more, or maybe I choose to not do anymore because I don't want to anymore. Right? It's this freedom to choose that then becomes this penultimate influencer of this belief system. So if you feel compelled or you feel forced or you feel like you have to, that's not worthiness. That is not unconditional. There's a you have to do this. And in that condition, you are then completely changing how your energy is being expended. It's only going to go out rather than coming back in. And so it's that unconditional that creates more of this infinity symbol, and you're centered in the middle. You expend energy and you charge energy. You expend energy and you charge energy. And it goes back and forth and round and round. That's another way of thinking about it. So, does yoga actually specifically talk about this? No, but I do believe that the ideas within Ayurveda and yoga that talk about a wholeness and a stillness or a stilling of the fluctuations of the mind is this unconditional set point centered in beliefs of worthiness. You're worthy of not worrying. You're worthy of not suffering. You are worthy of not having to do anything you don't really want to do. And in any given moment, it should be your choice. And so unconditionally, you can choose to or not to, and it doesn't matter, right? We have all these expectations and we have all of these obligations, and there's the right way, at least as we have defined it, to do things, and there's a wrong way to do things, which is necessary in a functional society as we exist today. However, is that right for you? And it may be different situation to situation and person to person, right? Some people may offer you a lot of unconditionality. That may not be the workplace, but if that's not the workplace, how can you relate to it in a way that creates that, right? We talk about freedoms within frameworks and freedom within structure. Can you create a structure that creates an unconditional situation? It's not dependent on others to decide whether you're worthy or not? Or is it you who, either by training or by experience, doesn't necessarily feel that you're worthy? These are good questions to ponder. These are good questions to delve into more deeply so that you can come to know yourself more fully, not by labels, but by the thing that is reacting to the labels. You are something above and beyond your physical body. You're something above and beyond your experiences. And you're something above and beyond people's perceptions and opinions. All right, friends, be well, be free. This is Nicholas, DIVO-Ted Talks.